What other molested type behaviors would you like to admit to? And this is classic CZR. Again, all I see is CZR right now. Doompill called out CZR. Krampung came in. It's actually just CZR who's upset. Again, CZR is Pauper Vita. That's where this all leads back to. The same person. Biggest Stalker, Pauper Vita, Kampung, fucking Yeop, fucking, they're all fucking CZR. It's sad fucking shit, right? We've got to get into this. So, apparently, things coming out. This is from Dookie Wave, aka Doompill, is that Ralph's chief of staff might be Pauper Vita, aka Biggest Stalker, aka CZR, aka probably this other account, Kampung Army, maybe? I don't know, who knows, right? All I can tell you is that a lot of people who seem to be in the same group DM are not very happy that this is being called out. And again, group DM are possibly just the same person on several different alts, but not very happy that Pauper Vita is being called out here. Let me demonstrate. So, Ralph saying, and this is the messages that were obviously posted by, obviously the video that was shown by Scarlet, where it's Ralph's messages with Alyssa Clips. This has obviously been transcribed onto Kiwi Farms, it looks like, Green Reddit, right? And it says, Ralph says, my A-log guy, who you know, by the way, used to be basically the top A-log and always the smartest and funniest, still is, but we became friends. He used to be a top enemy, right? So, again, my A-log guy, so he's got an A-log guy, who you know, by the way, used to be basically the top A-log, I guess, of me or something, and always the smartest and funniest. Well, I guess that's why he likes him, because this guy hates me. Still is, but we became friends. He used to be a top enemy, right? Alyssa says, if it's Biggest Stalker, they are very funny. I keep having to remind myself that they are a professional trawler. A professional... Oh, yeah, he's making money off this, apparently. Allegedly, CZR is a professional... What you're trying to tell me is that he just sits at home all day trolling because he hasn't got a life outside of this. But thanks, Alyssa. Alyssa, obviously, who likes to sit there posting clips of people being criticized who have businesses and this, that, and the other and run them. She loves laughing at these people, but she can't laugh at a guy who's dedicated his life to being, quote-unquote, a professional trawler. That means who doesn't make anything. Like, yeah, Dale is Dale's the yeah, Dale actually makes money and actually is a professional troll when it comes to donating and making shit actually happen. Yeah, Biggest Stalker has not made anything happen. Oh, someone's responded to him. Well done. People react to chat and read stuff on the internet. Dale has actually made Ralph like react and do shows and fuck off to see Scarlet and all this sort of shit. Absolute gold, right? Absolute gold. King of content. Right? Alyssa, though, says, I love it, and this is, Ralph says, yeah, so she says, sorry, if it's Biggest Stalker, they're very funny, right? They love this, right? Ralph says, yes, it is. There you go. If it's Biggest Stalker, that's how it is. He used to be my top enemy and stuff like that. My A-log guy, he used to be the top enemy, right? He used to be basically top A-log, but he's A-log guy. The Biggest Stalker is very funny. Yes, it is, but he is actually my friend, lol. Oh, Biggest Stalker. Are you friends with Deadbeat Ralph? Of course you are. You retweet his shit all day and promote him all the fucking time. Why does CZR and Biggest Stalker hate me so much? Because I criticize Ralph and I actually have an actual family and stuff while Ralph abused his family. And Biggest Stalker obviously always loves someone who's going to abuse their family, abuse kids, and obviously have a bunch of people accusing them of rape, obviously, which Ralph has when it comes to actual women, like IP2 Alice and, you know, the mother of Ralph's son, Faith, because Ralph used to get her drunk when she was underage. Again, something that I'm pretty sure Pauper Vita, Biggest Stalker, has a massive issue with, right? Not that he's going to clip this. He watches the show, obviously, avidly every day. But he's probably not going to clip this part where I point out that, obviously, he might, by the sounds of this, and according to everyone else here, he might actually be Ralph's chief of staff. Obviously, big old friends with Ralph, the sex offender. Oh, it's sad shit. It's sad shit. But again, Biggest Stalker, that's what they do. They want to promote these degenerates. I can sit here doing a show to 54 people watching. We can make no fucking money, but that's how it is. Truth, honesty, that's how it is. That stuff won't get support in the same way as absolute scum who people promote in any way, shape, form. I guarantee you this guy donates to the show. Pauper Vita fucking hates me, but I guarantee you he donates to Ralph. I guarantee you. Under some get. He probably sends, like, do you know the music's like with Ralph's clips and stuff like that people enjoy? Probably Pauper Vita. There you go, professional troll. There you go. But even Ralph doesn't care about those. Ralph would rather listen to Dale than him. That's just the truth. And obviously, Pauper Vita, just more donations, Killstream, less time, bish. That's obviously him posting out a post for me, obviously, because we were laughing at Ralph. And then you've got the host, Hujan, obviously tagging Ralph. And then Ralph saying, he doesn't understand that he's bleeding his support, not a long-term thinker. I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe he's right? We've had, what? $20, $31 over the last couple of days. Saturday, I didn't even do a show. That's a 0. That's a big fat 0. And then today we're at 0, and we're already an hour into the show. So who knows? Maybe he's correct. Maybe it's over for my entire channel. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the end of times over here. Maybe this is the last August. That's right. My greatest birthday present will be actually losing the channel. That's right. And then we've got Bigger Stalker, who I guess is posting up some gay art, and he likes to post, I guess, gay pictures of Jaden and stuff that were posted by Nick Fuentes. I don't know. It seems to be some gay shit that he posts. I don't know. And then he likes to obviously go after Kyle Hujan now, obviously, with his Happy Pride Month, and he likes posting gay shit. I don't know. Again, it's Caesar. I think maybe he's upset because I laughed at gay people once or something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure there's literally a person who's trans in the Discord and stuff like that. Like, I don't give a shit. If people aren't weirdos, I don't give a fuck, right? But Bigger Stalker is probably a weirdo, which is why he hates me. But anyway. So Doompill obviously says, true, Ethan Ralph's OG Chief of Staff is addicted to Green Reddit. It is terminal, right? And this is obviously just, oh boy, Pauper Vita joined November 14th, 2023. Messages 1,205. Wow. Gosh. And what's he said? He's spoken on basically Turkey Tom and I guess Hujan, right? There you go. That's postings that he's done. It's crazy though, because obviously, and again, reaction score positive, right? Positive reaction score. Everyone loves it. I'm not crazy. There you go. Just so you understand, he's not crazy. And obviously, he's very upset with me. So it's constantly Holy Pujita, he's insane. Danny DeGito, Pauper Vita. I don't even know what he's posted here. He's just in there, right? You can't really blame Mossad for wanting to clip him. Red UW. Congratulations to Jobless Johnny on 200 pages. It's so funny that Cog thinks God chose him to spend his life A-Log and Ethan Ralph for not having children. He's basically too stupid to realize God hates him. There you go, guys. Like, so A-Logged, it's over. Oh, gosh. I mean, having making my own choice with the wife, again, it's apparently something I'm not allowed to do. It's how it is. Oh, gosh. And yeah, talking about, obviously, how God would say to anyone that you can laugh at the sinner and stuff like that, attack the sin and and you know, you can laugh at sinners and stuff. It's just, yeah, I don't see why that's wrong based on what we do on the show. I don't know. But I'm sure he's got so much more to say about that. Add another 200 pages, because by the looks of it, dude, it seems to be just you who's doing it. Like, oh, look, Cog's got 200 pages. Well, yeah, if you keep writing in it, there's going to be pages of that shit, but all you guys are telling me is how obsessed you are with me, who's a literal nobody on the internet. I can't do anything. I'm just doing a show, right? To 54. We've not even made a donation today, right? No matter how much I ask, we won't make a donation today. And you will still sit here and act like I need to talk about Cog on the internet. That's insane. So yeah, we've got Hujan here in the chat as well, or Hujan not in the chat, but yeah, him talking about Hujan. Again, as far as I know, Hujan is a new guy that he's gone after for 2024, or is it 2025? September, fucking hell, every day. Fucking September 1st, September 6th, 22nd, 23rd, 25th. Hujan, what's he got? December, November. I guess they went from September to Hujan. I guess that's his focal point right now, so we'll leave that there. Krampus, obviously, over here, who, for some random reason, is very upset that Doompill is pointing this out, right? Beware the mind curse of Green Reddit, right? And he's showing that he's obviously enjoys his Green Reddit, which we've just looked at. And I just find this weird that this upset Krampus, right? Who, Kampung Army is either... I don't know, people obviously refer to him as being Yeop, but also he may not be Yeop. This could, all of these accounts, let's be real, could just be fucking Caesar, because he's a professional troll with 100 different accounts, right? Oh, it's just sad. How much was the top tier membership on YouTube, says the mood? $18 dollaroos. There you go, $18. That's how it is. But again, if you do $18 roos, you can either do it through the PayPal, you can do it through the Buy Me a Coffee. And if you do the 3 smokes through the Buy Me a Coffee is the way I see it. But if you do 3 smokes on the Buy Me a Coffee, you can either set that up monthly as well. And if you do, it'll tell me, and then I'll know. And if someone's doing 3 smokes, I'll put them up there on the top tier members, obviously, as well. That's how it is. It makes more sense. Yeah, that's the Cogbot top tier memberships. There you go. There you go. But yeah, so Krampus Army, is your addiction to simping for women on Twitter terminal? And that's how it is. That's how it is. Point out. And again, I find this so weird, because, like, all that Doompill is saying is that, obviously, Pauper Vita has got an addiction to Green Reddit. Now, Krampus sits here all day calling out Josh Moon and Green Reddit, a.k.a. Kiwi Farms. So why the fuck is he upset with someone saying that Ethan Ralph's OG Chief of Staff is addicted to Green Reddit and it's terminal? So why is saying that someone is terminally addicted to Green Reddit and as a negative, and you call out Kampung Army, don't you call out Reddit all, like fucking Green Reddit all day? Don't you call out Kiwi Farms all day? But when Doompill does this, you get really butthurt by this and have to go, oh, what about your addiction to simping for women on Twitter? Is that terminal? Like, you haven't probably got a fucking million alt accounts simping for 100 different fucking women. That's all you fucking cunts have. All I've seen is this army, by the way. There's a wave of army. There's like this wave happening right now, and you've got to be aware of it, because I've seen this, and at first, I've liked posts from Krampung, from all these people, Yeop, all these fucking people. And I'm starting to realize that every single fucking one of them, right? Every single fucking one of them is just a pod-awful simp, right? They are a pod-awful simp going after Kiwi Farms right now. And it doesn't mean that there isn't some reality to what they've said. And I've definitely gone through and shown the reality with receipts and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with going after Kiwi Farms, going after Josh Moon, not against that stuff. But I've realized that there's like a bunch of alt accounts that have just kind of sprung up out of nowhere. They're all kind of promoting each other. All these accounts do is fucking talk about how much they hate Josh Moon and post from Josh Moon. And I've shown some of these posts in the show and stuff like that, because I don't really give a fuck. But I've realized that they're all connected to basically Pod Awful. They all promote Pod Awful. They all hate it when you call out Pod Awful fans, or if you call out Pod Awful, if you laugh at, like, you know, Ralph, because obviously Pod Awful and Ralph work together, because Ralph is promoting Snark.Vegas, which is run by Pod Awful, which is like, oh really, Pod Awful's not running that website? No, he is. It's not the first website he's owned as well. It's just a one that he's decided to do because he wanted to have his own version of Kiwi Farms, because he wants to have somewhere for people to go and post and do what Kiwi Farms does. He just doesn't want to be on Kiwi Farms. That's all it is. There's no real difference between them, right? It's crazy. I mean, maybe Jesse doesn't have his history of Blockline. Jesse's just got his history of telling people he wants to rape, what is it, 5 and 2-year-olds? It's disgusting, right? Until their asses bleed. It's just a joke, though, apparently, that on the Snark.Vegas Pod Awful, like, you know, friends list group chat. Sad shit. Okay, just cancelled that. I'm going to do 20 on PayPal a month by next month. Excellent stuff. There you go. And if you do that sort of stuff and it comes through monthly, whether it's on PayPal, whether it's on obviously the Buy Me a Coffee, then obviously I'll make sure that it happens. If you're a member over on Rumble, appreciate you having your memberships over on Rumble. That's just like memberships over on YouTube, though. But when it comes to premium memberships, that's going, like I say, the extra mile when it comes to one of these things. It's just how it is. And when you got premium stuff, that's just like having premium on YouTube. That's for all the perks that you get anyway on Rumble from that. But yeah, so Krampung Army is not happy with, I guess, oh, your simping for women is terminal. And obviously, this is Krampung Army, again, another person who retweets Ralph over here, right? Because Ralph makes a post, Krampung Army hates Josh Moon, but he also needs to promote a sex offender and Ralph. Why? Because Ralph is promoting Snark Vegas. So the entire Pod Awful Army will be promoting Ralph on their new accounts now that they've made to look like they're new people, not Pod Awful accounts, so there's no Pod Awful logos and stuff like that. Make it look like they're just random accounts randomly talking about this shit. And that's all it is. And there's a bunch of them doing this right now. And it's not like there isn't some truth to the history of Josh. I'm not saying that there isn't. And they can criticize him on that all day. I don't really care. But it's very obvious that they all work together. They all promote one another. They all promote Ralph as well. That's the main thing. They all promote Ralph, the sex offender, who's I'd say on the same level as being bad as Josh Moon. I mean, he's affecting children on a daily basis, and he knows this. I mean, you could be sending the child support you owe Ralph, but again, you just would rather that it's more of a struggle for your own children because you want them to go through a life of, you know, that sort of struggle, which is an abusive thing to do when you could just help out your kids, right? Instead of spending money on hookers, but you don't get anything out of helping your son, and that's the reason why you won't do it. I mean, there could be something out of it in the future, like, I don't know, actually spending more time with your son, showing that you've cleared up child support, showing you're a changed person, showing that you give a shit. But that's obviously, this is just a facade for your audience for, like, you know, the day while you have to react to me. And when you react to me, you have to put on this whole, like, woe is me. I'm just struggling. I'm just a struggling dad trying. Fuck off, Ralph. Like, no one believes this shit. We've been watching for years. And again, Krampung will retweet Ralph because that's what these people do. And again, Doompill's like, when I die, bury me with all my goonettes, right? Retweeted again by Krampung saying, It's Faith Merrill. Would love to hear your opinions, because obviously he's had to go and look over here for when he's reacted to some other woman on the internet as a single random dude on the internet who fucking cares, right? A random anon. But why does he care? Because he criticized, obviously, Pauper Vita. Who's Pauper Vita? A big fan of Pod Awful, big fan of Snark Vegas, obviously jumps onto Kiwi Farms a lot. Probably is more over on Snark Vegas these days, let's be real. And this is what you've got here. And then Jaden McNeil, obviously, and then he jumped over, and he's just like, and again, Doompill reacted to this as well, just be like, Kampung /Yeop is a great wingman. It's Faith Merrill, unblock me, baby, right? And that's how it is. Retweet from Kampung saying, if you're so unashamed, why don't you unlock the replies, and then posted this out, which is really weird because, like I say, if you want to go to this, the replies aren't locked on here. Like, you can reply. There's nothing here that says replies locked either, so that doesn't even make sense. But again, just what I expect as standard cope, obviously. Sorry. What I expect as standard cope when it comes to the Pod Awful army that just push bullshit because they don't want, and they'll try and retweet that. Look, 2 retweets, 13 likes. It's just the Pod Awful army doing it, like I say. Doompill saying, replies aren't locked, by the way. How can I help you today? Grok turn at Kampung Army into goonbait, right? And then it's for, do you make AI porn of all the women or just the ones you can't touch? And then tonight a pig was slaughtered, and then it put the Queen thing on Scarlet, which again, I guess that's just how it, again, taking this completely out of context and just getting angry at Doompill because they criticize Pauper Vita is very telling that Kampung is basically just Caesar, Pauper Vita, another fucking Pod Awful dick sucker. And a lot of these people are like that. Like, one in the chat, Return of Plate Gang says I have, right? One in the chat, if you can see this as much as I can here, like this obvious thing going on. Okay, just cancelled that. Gonna do the next one. Appreciate it, mood. Doompill saying, I make AI porn of every bitch I talk to, even you, right? And he's just like, so you won't mind me, relitigating every time you horny posted? Oh, is that retweeting? I don't know. Don't give up now. That would be losing. And he says, literally every post is a horny post, even this one. He's like, chronically sexually unfulfilled. What other molested type behaviors would you like to admit to? And this is classic Caesar. Again, all I see is Caesar right now. Doompill called out Caesar. Kampung came in. It's actually just Caesar who's upset. Again, Caesar is Pauper Vita. That's where this all leads back to. The same person. Biggest stalker, Pauper Vita, Kampung, fucking Yeop, fucking, they're all fucking Caesar. It's sad fucking shit, right? And you've just got this shit where, and it's like, it goes from chronically sexually unfulfilled to that's apparently a molested type behavior. So if you're chronically sexually unfulfilled, guys, in the chat, right, or girls, right, if anyone's sexually unfulfilled, Kampung is definitely unfulfilled sexually, then you're a molested person, apparently, which is just the craziest leap in logic. So I just put, you've made some weird leaps in logic. Matter of fact, I think it was you that was molested, bitch, right? That's how simple this is, right? That's how dumb the fucking argument was, right? But now we go into this, obviously. Gabe Hoffman decided to post out